Grenada, Carrico, Pini, Montego, and the world, Trinidad and Tobago. Everyone tuned in to Mikey Live. We want to let you know how much we appreciate you being here. My name is Mikey Hutchinson, and of course, we'd like to officially welcome you to another Mikey Live program, folks. This is News Discussed, Not Told. We tell you what's happening in Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Antigua, Barbuda, Dominica, Haiti, just you name it. We tell you what's happening. Once it's really important, then we let you know about it. Of course, we have no horse in the race, so we tell you as it is. So let's see what's making the headlines for tonight, people. Now, there are a few things that we need to let you know about, boy. Government to undertake comprehensive public expenditure review, as well as total engineering, boy. They have lost their boss. You know, social media was a buzz today. You know, with people sending out condolence messages and stuff like that. It was really dreading of people. Yeah, so we'll tell you about that, as well as the RGPF welfare in action, and we'll tell you what they've been doing. Dengue fever outbreak hits Latin America and the Caribbean region. We're going to tell you about that, and we have more things to tell you about. Boy, 3 shooting deaths in 3 days in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and in St. Lucia we tell you about a collision between police officers. All right, we will tell you about that. So let's take a quick break, and folks, when we come back, it will be real news in audio Lily Lolo. Even before we go to the news, you know, I want to express seriously right now appreciation to those of you who are on the program all the time. Now, last night, you know, we spent a little time to talk, you know, and I want to say for those of you who missed it, yeah, I really appreciate, you know, your persistence. There are some people who they never miss a program, you know, and for these people, I really would like to say thank you to you. And even if you missed the live program, some of you guys are still going to go back and get the program, you know. So we have a quick break to take. Let's take that break, man, you know. And thank you, and remember to share the program. When we come back, it's real news in Oli Lolo. We'll be back.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
for me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
Give your kids a new start this term with back-to-school deals from Quartz. Save big with great deals store-wide. Get desktop, laptops, tablets, backpacks, and so much more. Get it all now with Quartz Ready Finance, with nothing down and nothing to pay for 30 days. Get a new start back to school with great deals from Quartz, bringing value home.
All right, and the truth is that with Quartz, they will always make sure that they bring value home. All right. Now, folks, let's get into what's making the news for today. Now, the government, you know, and that's the first thing that we're going to tell you about. You know, we got a bit of information today from the good folks at the GIS. All right, and we just thought we should share some of it with you. Just understand too that we are going to, in fact, we have already posted this information onto our website. Now, the Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, has announced that government's plans to undertake a comprehensive public expenditure review during the first quarter of 2020. Delivering remarks Tuesday at the 2020 budget retreat, Dr. Mitchell said that the review will analyze all government's expenditure, both recurrent and capital. Dr. Mitchell said the public expenditure review will provide concrete recommendations to strengthen expenditure controls, as well as the efficiency and effectiveness of public spending and the institutional mechanisms for expenditure management. Now, the expenditure review is part of government's efforts to improve accountability in the public service. Dr. Mitchell said, quote, "It is imperative that we improve our expenditure management system if we are to protect and consolidate the gains that we have collectively achieved as a country." Now, the scope of the review will include analysis of the effectiveness of expenditure allocation and disbursement of each vote, and assessment of the outputs delivered and outcomes achieved throughout the current expenditure, a value for money analysis of spending on road rehabilitation and maintenance, and identification of resources to bolster institutional and technical capacities to improve public expenditure management system. All right. We have more information on that. It's located on our website. You can visit our website. It's mikeylive.com, and you're going to get more on that. All right. Olio. And the next thing that we have to tell all about, boy, today social media was a buzz, boy, talking about this. Yeah. Today, boy, Anyway, so they posted on their website that their boss passed away. You know, I guess it was really hard for them to even say that. That it is with deepest regret that the management and staff of Total Engineering and architect Ice Grenada informs the general public of the passing of our managing director, Mr. Arkid Henry. You know, they say that they're all saddened and express their condolence to his family and friends. You know, I tell you, boy, if you see social media today, you know, I guess as much he would have impacted the lives of many. You know, sometimes we take for granted that people are going to be around for long. You know, they're young and things like that, you know. But in his case, you know, everybody wants to know what happened, you know, what happened with him. You know, but yeah, boy, no style. We are moving on. Now, some persons may be without water and wondering why. Now, we have received information from NAWASA. The National Water and Sewage Authority, NAWASA, advises consumers in Westerholt Point in the parish of St. David that the current interruption in your water supply is due to a damaged water main. Restoration is anticipated at 12 p.m. tomorrow, Wednesday, August 21st, 2019. Consumers, you are therefore encouraged to utilize your stored supply, taking into consideration the needs of your household and pets. Now, please be advised that although the system will be reopened at 12 noon, some, especially those in elevated areas, may receive your supply within 2 hours after the scheduled restoration period. The authority apologizes, they say, for any inconveniences. I would like to thank you for your patience as they work towards the delivery of a safe, adequate, and reliable water supply. All right. Now we're moving on, and we want to tell you about some very lucky students. You know, let's see if I could pull up these students, boy. Yes, I think I get it there. Right, here we go now. This one that we had to tell you about now. Right. Now, on Thursday, 15th August 2019, 2 more students were added to the annual St. John Educators Scholarship Fund program and were presented with their first check. Janaya Charles of the St. John Anglican School will be attending St. Rose Modern Secondary School, and Leon Henry, St. John's RC, who will be attending St. John Christian Secondary School, both received their document which will assist them with their secondary school pursuits. Now, they joined an active list of 8 other students who are recipients of the program since it started. Now, the students were accompanied by their parents and guardians, met with local directors of the fund, headed by retired educator Miss Jeanette Dubois. Other members are Oslin Radix, Also Lauriston Hostin and Otto Hostin. Also present was Head of Fund, Miss Canis Modest, visiting from the United States. Now the new students were briefed about the program and were told of the expectations. Past and present students also give updates about their progress over the academic year. Now the directors begged the parents and guardians to take an active role in their child's education, monitor their online activities, and meet with their teachers. Recipients expressed their gratitude for the assistance and pledged to work hard to meet the stated goals of the program and make themselves and their parents proud. Yeah, so we're doing good. Right, how are we looking for time, people? Yes, we like to not only tell you about the hot, juicy news, but I think we have also an obligation to spread the thing across the board. Let you know other things that are happening. All right, good. So which brings us to here now. We need a national swimmers to compete at FINA World Junior Swimming Championships in Budapest. Now, 3 national swimmers will represent Grenada at the FINA World Junior Swimming Championships in Budapest, Hungary from August 20th to the 25th. Anika Charles, Zachary Gresham, and Genevieve Benoit, accompanied by coach Natalie Regis Shaira, left the island on Sunday, August 18 in preparation for the competition. Each swimmer will compete in 2 events at the FINA World Junior Championships. Anika Charles will swim off today in heat 4 of the women's 50-meter breaststroke. Her second event will take place on Thursday, 22nd August, as she swims in heat 2 of the women's 100-meter breaststroke. Zachary Gresham would also take to the pool on August 20th, which was supposed to be today, in the men's 50-meter backstroke in heat 4. He then continues on Thursday, 22nd August, in the 100-meter backstroke that is, where he again swims in heat 4. Genevieve Benoit will swim his first event on Wednesday, August 21st, in the men's 100-meter butterfly. He then concludes the competition on Saturday, August 24th, in the men's 100-meter freestyle event. Now, all swimmers have participated in intense training leading up to the Budapest event. GASTA, which is the organization they're under, President Perrin Johnson, commenting on the expectation of the swimmers, indicated that all swimmers have been working very hard in preparation for the FINA World Juniors, and they say that they can look forward to personal best performances from the team. The team will return to Grenada at the conclusion of the competitions as they ready themselves for the opening at the local swim season and the OECS time trial. Lot of good news tonight, lot of good news tonight. Now, the next thing I want to take all to now is to the police boy, the police welfare. They have an organization there, police welfare organization, and they've been working. Now, the Police Welfare Association conducted its annual CPEA grant program that was done on Friday, 16th August. Now, listen to this: 64 students were awarded for being successful in this year's examination. The total cost of the items distributed is in excess of $25,000. Now, this is a yearly exercise conducted by the Association for the Children of the Police Officers. And so it would be remiss of me not to mention this. So I just want to recognize all those who've been involved and all those who were awarded and things like that. I mean, I'll give them a little clap and thing now. Don't play all those tuition and thing and kind of thing on the program, You understand? Yeah, man, not every day I'll go get thing about, thing maybe kind of news. No. Tonight especially, we're telling all about those kind of things that's happening in the country that you don't hear about all the time. You understand? You're probably going to hear that on Mikey Live, you understand? Like it never happened. So these things we want to focus on. You know what I mean? Yes. Oh, yeah. Here at Peace Boy, you have another very important thing that we need to tell all you about. You understand? Is dengue. The whole dengue fever business. that is serious, people. You understand? Serious, serious, serious. And so we wanted to let you know about that. Now, the Pan American Health Organization, they are warning against a deadly spike in dengue fever in Latin America and the Caribbean, and is calling on communities to eliminate mosquito breeding sites to combat the virus. All you hear what I'm saying here, people, I ain't making it up. Now, after 2 years of relatively few incidents, the region is experiencing a new epidemic cycle of the disease, with children under the age of 15 being most at risk. You understand? That's according to a doctor, the director of PAHO, the Department of Communicable Diseases and Environmental Determinants of Health. Now, in Guatemala, children represent 52% of total cases of severe dengue, while in Honduras, they contribute 66% of all confirmed deaths. That's according to PAHO's epidemiological, look here. That's according to PAHO's epidemiological update. Epidemiological. Take all the time with me. Don't try to tie me up. You know what I mean? That's why I don't like to drink juice before coming in the program. You know, tie me up. Yeah, understand? See, I don't drink the juice. You know, man. Anyway, let me that talk there. You understand? Now, since the beginning of the year, more than 2 million individuals in the region have contracted the mosquito-borne disease, and 723 have already died. I ain't making it up. 723 already died from it, and that's according to PAHO, the Pan American Health Organization. While it attributes the high number of cases to the climate, environmental management, and the mosquitoes' capacity to adapt, children's vulnerability may be due to their lack of immunity. That's what PAHO is saying. Now, the 10 countries most affected by dengue in terms of a new case or new cases per 100,000 inhabitants are Nicaragua, Brazil, Honduras, Belize, Colombia, El Salvador, Paraguay, Guatemala, Mexico, and Venezuela. Now, Honduras and Nicaragua have already declared national level epidemiological alerts this year to expedite the response. PAHO said no. It is also of concern in Florida, where the Florida Department of Health earlier this month declared a high risk of disease in Miami-Dade County after a mosquito tested positive for the dengue virus. You understand? They say that dengue is a domestic and community sanitation problem. You understand? The most effective way to combat it is to eliminate the mosquito's breeding sites in order to prevent the mosquito from reproducing, because without mosquitoes there would not be transmission of the dengue. You have a little thing, a buying a store in town. Let me help all to understand something. When I get mosquito coil, I hate that. Forget that. I'm going to buy no mosquito coil. We see all the morning. Mosquito coil, take the problem from one place and put it in the next. When the mosquito coil done burn out, then mosquito come back. You have to get something that kill them. So is that you see, because what the mosquito coil is going to do? Yeah, they go and they go hide. And then when the mosquito coil done, they come back. And they may call their brother and their cousin on them. Right? So what you need to do is, you need to kill them. Eliminate them. Reduce the numbers. So you are getting like zappers, everything like the racket. Or you are like a thing about in tongue boy. Jano. It's like a little light. You plug it on, it lights up. It attracts the mosquitoes and pop, 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 pop. So you have to eliminate them, don't drive them away. Eliminate, annihilate, kill them, and then get rid of all them breeding sites around the place. Old tire, like a thing that holding water, the thing you raise drainer, the thing in the waste drainer below the water get like water in the bottom there. Take out that every so often. clean out that because you see little lava and things in it. You know, the mosquito and them clever. I don't think them going to university these days. You know what I mean? So yes. Alright, so all you Adrian, remember that dengue is transmitted by the bites of infected Aedes aegypti mosquitoes, the same species that spread the Zika virus, chikungunya fever, and yellow fever. The most common symptoms are high fever, severe headache, pain behind the eyeballs, and joint and muscle aches. Anyone experiencing severe abdominal pain, persistent vomiting, rapid breathing, bleeding from the mucous membranes, fatigue, irritability, and presence of blood in the vomit should immediately seek urgent medical attention. While there is no specific treatment for dengue, timely detection, access to medical care, and the proper management of the symptoms can reduce complications and the disease's progression. All right, the virus that causes dengue has 4 different serotypes. All right, you need to, well, you don't need to go down to all the things. So anyway, Olio, please be guided accordingly. How are we looking for time? All right, be pretty. Right, Olio, would you imagine, right, in beautiful St. Vincent and the Grenadines, there have been 3 killings in 3 days there. I'm making it up. 3 killings in 3 days. That's one. Alright? And we want to tell you about that when we come back as well. We want to tell you about the collision between police officers in St. Lucia. But allow me to take a quick water break because I'm drinking juice this time of the night again. And I'm coming back in about 1.5 minutes. Alright? To tell you more.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
For me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
Give your kids a new start this term with back-to-school deals from Quartz. Save big with great deals store-wide. Get desktop, laptops, tablets, backpacks, and so much more. Get it all now with Quartz-ready finance with nothing down and nothing to pay for 30 days. Get a new start back to school with great deals from Quartz, bringing value home.
Make this carnival a special one with Spice Isle Jewelry. This is the sale you've been waiting for. Get up to 40% off on our stunning collection of silver and gold jewelry with purchases above $115. Visit our 2 locations on Grenville Street, St. George's and the Spiceland Mall Grandad's to see our fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and our unique handmade pieces. Step into Spice Isle Jewelry and shop in air-conditioned comfort with a friendly, helpful, and courteous staff. We also pay the most for scrap, gold, and trading. Our repair service is second to none. Treat yourself or even someone special this carnival with something special from Spice Isle Jewelry. Call us on 440-3155 or 440-6648. Sale ends August 31st. Spice Isle Jewelry, operating since 1986, and we do so with pride. Alrighty, yes, Spice Isle Jewelry. Oh yeah. So it's not even a laughing matter. In St. Lucia, we will tell you now that a biker there collided with another police officer. A police biker collided with another police officer, which resulted in serious injuries to the rider. We have more in this report from the HTS news force out there in St. Lucia.
About lunchtime on Tuesday, a police motorcycle, which was being ridden by 35-year-old Michael Ashby of Timon Union, crashed into another police vehicle. The accident happened near the intersection of the John Compton Highway and Lance Road, not far from the Jamari gas station. The injuries sustained by the police motorcyclists are said to be serious. A battery of uniformed police officers reported to the scene as their colleague lay on the road, helpless and in agony. According to the emergency services, they received the report of the accident about 12:20 Tuesday afternoon. Initially, it was thought that the police rider had simply fallen off his bike. But it later became clear that this was not just a simple fall, but a serious collision involving two police vehicles. The emergency services dispatched an ambulance and a fire truck to the scene of the accident. Ashby is said to have sustained injuries to the pelvis and the lower back. He was transported to Victoria Hospital via ambulance. The police are expected to issue a detailed statement on Wednesday on the accident involving two of their own. Stanley Lucian for the HTS News Force.
We don't show his accident too, you know. I'll wait for my girl for tomorrow. Sit down and patiently wait. All you. According to Eyewitness News in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the homicide count in St. Vincent and the Grenadines moved up to 14 on Monday night with the shooting death of a man named Marcus Corridon. Alright, the death of the Bel Air resident is the third killing, all by gunshots in the country since Friday, when two persons were gunned down in separate incidents. So the details surrounding those homicides are still sketchy, but 3 persons died by gunshot from Friday to Monday in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. 14 homicides for the year so far. No star. Yeah, boy. That piece stuff. You know what I mean? You're telling me. All you. We want to remind you that something big is coming to Grenada. Alright? And it's happening. Break Every Chain, the gospel concert, Saturday 26 October 2019. And it's happening at the stadium. They say that's the Thanksgiving mega event. And already they are calling out some big names for the event. So we know that it's going to be a big one. It's a Grenada Music Festival production, so you know it going to be off the shizzle. Last night we had a good time on the program, and I was asked for us to have a little laughter again. I mean, we're just coming out of carnival, so we're going easy breezy. Tonight we want to share with you cheating in the bedroom at home. That's another level of bravery, and this one is by Jumbie and the Nothing to Laugh About crew from the Caribbean comedy show.
Dickie, come now. Dick. Dick.
Out of all the places in the world, you decide to give hand. You can go give hand with the man right in the bed, in the man bed.
But Dickie.
You mad at one woman?
Dickie, you say you want adventure, so why not take it to the wild, wild west?
Look. Debbie,
Dickie.
I said I want adventure here. But it's not adventure. This is death.
Dickie, come, but you know this is the fantasy I had a long time. He not gonna wake up.
Debbie, man,
No, listen.
This is pushing it to the...
Since he fight World War II, he come home with a sick sleepitis. He is just sleeping all the time. He not gonna wake up.
Debbie, man, me feel good about this, man. Debbie, man, you
Come to Dickie.
Look, Debbie, we're going too far with this thing, man. This is really...
I'm gonna prove to you he not gonna wake up. Look, he not gonna wake up.
Debbie.
Jumbie! You see, I tell you, he not gonna wake up. Come to Dickie. Dickie, come.
You're sure the man? Are you playing sleep?
Dickie, he not gonna wake up. Come.
Man.
You don't want a piece of this?
You know, I love it bad. You know, I like it bad.
Fine, I'm going to show you. Look, tell me, if somebody's sleeping, you could do this to them? Eh? Look, he's not going to wake up.
Debbie.
Dickie the man.
Sleep the man sleeping so deep?
Yes.
Debbie, man.
I'm the Dickie. Dickie, come.
Oh, God.
Look. Come the Dickie. Dickie.
But Debbie,
What?
Man, yeah, look, I think this is too close to comfort, Debbie, man. Look.
Dickie, what happened to you?
All right, shh. Don't make noise, man, Debbie. All right,
You're not going to wake up.
Debbie, look.
Fine, listen. I'm going to cover you up a little more.
Yeah, coffee up a little more.
Just taking long. Just singing and
Debbie,
singing.
man, you got to understand, like, this is dangerous, Debbie. Look, in the man house, Debbie.
Dickie, I tell you, you're not going to wake up. Just come on.
Debbie, stop. Debbie, stop. Look, I really want to do this, man, but you know I love your thing, man, but just try something more drastic, man.
Oh,
so I know that he's sleeping deep for truth, man.
He's not going to wake up.
Man, just convince me, man. Just don't do this to me. No.
Fine. I telling you, the man not going to wake up. Look. Let me show you something. You see all them hair on his stomach? Look at this.